Our company has been successfully manufacturing pharmaceuticals for various purposes for 20 years. We follow the development of science in the field of pharmaceuticals. We analyze and implement new technologies. We constantly update our product line. At our enterprise, we have various equipment for production of medicines, from granulator to self-adhesive labels automatic line. 5 years ago, our plant joined a major holding company for the production of medicines and biological supplements in the Krasnodar region. The accession gave us the opportunity to increase our production capacity and upgrade our equipment. I have been working as a chief technologist for 10 years and know all the technological processes well. I made the choice of new equipment independently, agreeing it with the management before purchase. It was not an easy job. There are a lot of equipment on the market. Geography of manufacturers has expanded, competition has increased, and this in turn has affected the quality of the equipment produced. In pharmaceutical production, it is very important to control the quality of raw materials and finished drugs. In production, they check the moisture level, melting time, transparency, decomposition and dissolution time, quantitative composition, melting, hardness parameters. In order for the products to fully meet the requirements of hygiene, it was necessary to take the issue of equipment selection seriously. We decided to update the machine for mixing powders and granules, which, from time to time, did not provide a homogeneous mixture of powders. I am accustomed to doing my job well and working only with experts. I took the choice of a mixer seriously. To search for equipment, I did not use the internet, because often a pretty picture hides unprofessionalism. I visited the International Exhibition of Equipment, Raw Materials and Technologies for Pharmaceutical Production, which was held in Moscow. There were many mixers at the exhibition, from different manufacturers, from different countries of the world. The most popular among manufacturers were cylindrical drum mixers, and V-mixers with different loading capacity of 5, 10 and 20 liters. I planned to decide what kind of mixer to choose for our production after my arrival to the company. At the exhibition, I contacted representatives of 2 companies which could, according to the catalog they presented, produce various configurations of mixers. When I returned to the plant, I started contacting representatives of the equipment manufacturers by telephone. A company from Germany could only make a cylindrical mixer, but asked me to come and sign the contract in person. Unfortunately, I could not travel to the European Union, as I did not have a visa, and the visa process would have taken at least 3 months. The company in China sent me a catalog of products by mail. It took me a long time to choose, but I could not figure out what kind of raw materials the mixer is suitable for. What is the permissible load volume? A third producer from Krasnodar listened to me and told me that he would be able to produce the equipment in 6 months only, citing the large volume of orders. I had to refuse, since I needed the machine in the shortest possible time. The equipment had to be found and bought, necessarily. I could not do it by myself. This put my confidence to rest a bit. I planned to find a specialist in equipment supply, who would give me good advice, and be able to deliver the machine within 2 months. I decided to look online at companies that supply pharmaceutical equipment. I wanted a professional who had been in the pharmaceutical equipment supply business for a long time and had positive customer reviews. I chose 3 of the most presentable companies. I looked at the company's time in the equipment supply market, the company's website, and the machine's delivery terms as criteria. I phoned all the companies to be sure of the manager's professionalism. The specialist of one company said to wait for 5 minutes, but never listened to me. I didn't like this attitude to the customer. The manager, a man, talked to me like a professional. He asked me specific questions about the purpose of the mixer, the raw material to be mixed, the required productivity. During the consultation phase, he selected an automatic mixer for mixing powders. I decided to carefully study the proposed option, and if I liked it, I agreed with the management. The company specialist emailed me the data sheet and operating instructions for the mixing equipment. I carefully studied the capabilities of the mixer and its characteristics, looked at the reviews of the proposed equipment on the internet, and came to the conclusion that it was a good option. The machine was acceptable in terms of features and quality. Within a week, we made a contract for the delivery of the equipment. The manager reported 2 weeks in advance on the degree of readiness of the mixer. The machine was delivered on schedule. The mixer was made of stainless steel in the form of a cylinder and a hopper for discharging powder. The mixer rotation was intense at 3,600, which ensured the elimination of mixing dead spot. We were pleased with the automatic powder and pellet mixing equipment recommended and supplied by the manager of this company. In any business, it is better to go to a professional, and then your task will not seem so difficult. People think that everything is easy for professionals in their business, but I am sure that such professionals work to make us continue to think so.